Most people don't see the side of my life that happens between 5 p.m. and 8 a.m. It's messy, exhausting, and some days I wonder if I can keep going. But here's the truth about balancing a 9-to-5 job while chasing a dream. It's not about doing it all, it's about doing it anyway. This week I've got one goal: stay consistent. My job takes 40 hours, but my dreams demand just as much, if not more.
And honestly, I've been doubting myself a lot lately. Feels like for every step forward, I'm making 2 steps back. There's always something that's pulling me away. Unexpected chore, honestly, getting distracted with my phone or talking to people. But this week will be different. This week, I'm gonna prove to myself that I can handle both. Let's get to fucking work.
See, when I originally made this plan for Echo, it felt very, very doable. But along with content, job, and exercise,
every morning starts the same way. I plan my day, review my priorities, and get to work. These systems keep me grounded when life feels chaotic.
But here's the thing about systems. They only work when life is going according to plan. And life rarely ever does that.
This week, I'm trying something new, focusing on the small wins. I don't need perfection, I just need momentum. The question isn't whether I'll fall behind, it's how I'll handle it when I do. Day 1, and already my plan is out the window. Work ran late, and by the time I sat down for my content, my brain felt fried.
I literally did nothing. None of this today. I did none of this today.
I had this whole week mapped out perfectly. Literally, look, it is every 30 minutes, perfectly mapped out with everything that I'm supposed to be doing, right? It is 8 o'clock and I did absolutely nothing today. I woke up at 8 a.m. I was supposed to be working on Figma from 6 to 8 this morning. I went to work because I had to. It is now 8 o'clock and I did nothing that I was planning on doing today. The guilt hits very hard in situations like this because it feels like I am just failing at everything that I am doing.
Sometimes it's not the tasks that overwhelm you, it's the mental weight of knowing you can't do it all. That night, I made a decision. Instead of stressing about everything, I focused on one thing, making the rough Figma design for my app.
See, here's the thing. My design was not perfect. Nowhere near perfect. But it was progress. And sometimes that's all you really need to keep going. Just a little bit. Just something that you can hold on to and say, I did that. And that is enough for me to keep moving forward.
The win wasn't big, but it reminded me that I wasn't stuck. I was moving forward. But then it hit me again. Burnout. That moment when your body says, enough.
That works.
But your goals demand more.
That's enough. See, it's now Friday, and I am still sitting here trying to come up with some kind of ideas that is worth sharing to people. And I feel just exhausted, just completely drained. I missed all of my jiu-jitsu training this week, and now I have nothing. I have nothing to give, even though I so desperately want to create something that is of value. And all I have felt is this nagging feeling of, I am not cut out for this. I am not cut out for this life that I so desperately want. And I just can't shake it. I'm literally avoiding making eye contact with the camera. That's how much I'm disappointed in myself for how I've done this week.
The next morning, I took a step back. I let go of the idea of perfect and focused on what I realistically could do.
So I realized this week that a lot of your time should not be spent working harder and instead rather working smarter. And obviously this is a common phrase from a lot of people, but it is really about picking where your time is going to be most valuable and where you're going to get the most output from your input, because otherwise you're just wasting your time trying to just do a shotgun approach that's not going to work out for you.
Sometimes resilience isn't about pushing through that mental wall. It's about stepping back, resetting, and trying it again.
And this week was nowhere near perfect for me. Like literally, it was so far off from what I had originally planned. But it reminds me that I'm never going to be perfect in trying to do what I want to do. But if I can just focus on being consistent, then I'm making progress. Because balancing two worlds is extremely messy. You have to do whatever you can to just take one step in front of each other.
If you're out there juggling two worlds, keep going. I promise you, you are stronger than you think.
And hey, if this hit home for you, drop a comment and let me know how you are balancing your two worlds. I'm super interested to see how other people are going about doing that. And if you're feeling stuck, you need to remember that you don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep showing up.